We've talked quite a bit about the winners and losers in Tuesday's elections, but several states asked voters to decide several interesting ballot measures. Some were controversial, and some were just downright bizarre. Here to break them down is Shira Tuplitz, reporter for Politico. Thanks for being with us, Shira.
Thanks for having me.
Well, one of the big ones was Proposition 19 out in California to legalize marijuana. That actually got rejected. I think some people were surprised by that. What happened?
Yeah, it was rejected, and not only was it rejected by a fairly large margin. I believe it was 4-1. Look, and let's remember, California is one of the few states in America that legalizes medical marijuana. So I think a lot of people thought this ballot initiative had a chance, but the voters rejected it, hands down, absolutely.
Well, let's move to Oklahoma because voters there were deciding on a measure that would make English the official language of the state. What happened there?
The voters approved this ballot measure, and Oklahoma became, I believe, the 31st state to approve such a measure to make English the official language of the state.
And then there were the strange ones, if you will. Out in Colorado, there was a measure put together to form a UFO commission of all things. What do you know about this?
This was probably the most out there, no pun intended, ballot initiative we heard of this cycle. Very interesting. Basically, it would create a Department of Extraterrestrial Affairs. That's an ET department, hint to the movie right there. And it would be an outlet and organization where Coloradoans could report extraterrestrial activity that they had witnessed. Not shockingly, the voters of Colorado decided not to approve this.
All righty then. And then Rhode Island was voting on changing the state's name. What happened there?
Well, I'm not sure if your viewers know this. I certainly didn't before I read about it, that the state of Rhode Island's full name is actually State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantation. It's a little long for a state just that small. But voters had the option to shorten the name of the state to just State of Rhode Island, and they rejected it. They actually want to keep their full name, State of Rhode Island and Providence Plantation.
All right. That's a very interesting wrap-up of some of those ballot measures that were out there, and it seems like only one of those that some may put in the bizarre or controversial, maybe even strange category, got approved during voting last night.
Absolutely. It was definitely an interesting crop of ballot measures we had out there. Very interesting and unique, especially in the case of Colorado.
No doubt. All right, Shira Tuplitz from Politico. Shira, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.